Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Hey, hey. There's Jesse. Hey. Okay. The good news is we're live with about to do the List Critics Remastered. The bad news is our guest host seems to be MIA right now.
We've already sent out a team looking for them.
Yeah, but it's a team of ferrets, and I think they might have been looking for peanut butter. You know. Now, like, you could tell the ferrets look for Alice, but really they just do their own thing.
Yeah, I mean, they'll just, they'll get into some trouble.
But will that bring Alice to us?
Maybe we need to go through the looking glass?
Well, if they show up, that's great. They've got about 8 minutes before I really would like to start this. If not, it'll either be you and me, or we'll just put it out there. Hey, does anybody want to jump in? But
We'll put it all out there.
Just helicopter. Feel
How
the
many
blues.
helicopter spins can you get through?
Feel the blues. Yeah. I rated a friend of mine last night that she's fascinated by the voices that I do.
Yeah.
And you know, she's one of those that has like when you do the shout out command, it plays a clip from that person.
Oh, like a
Randomly.
previously on sort of thing.
Yeah, well,
I
it's like a random clip, and it pulled me doing the intro to Symphony of the Night as Beavis and Butthead. So I'm like, die monster, you don't belong in this world. And it's a long clip, it goes through like the whole fucking speech.
Wow.
And she's just sitting there like, you know? Like
Reining it in.
Trying to hold it together. It was not by my hand that I was once again given flesh. That's cool.
And
I am the great Cornholio.
do you have any TP?
TP for my bunghole. And Dracula needs TP. And Dracula bunghole. But yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, I kind of forgot to like promote this too. So, but usually people know, but I don't even know where Alice is.
We're really doing some slapdash this time.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
It do be like that.
I'm just like wondering where the hell Alice is. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Maybe they fell asleep.
I mean, that's possible, but you know, that's why we set alarms and such. Boom. Boom.
Yeah, for anybody who's here, the reason that I was actually a little bit later than expected because I couldn't remember my Twitch password.
Now the question is, why do you really need your Twitch? Aren't you logged in?
Onto my phone, but I go on Twitch like because I wanted to pop out your
The chat, yeah.
Your
So you're not logged in on your computer?
No, mainly my phone.
How do you stream? Damien's just saying hello to you.
Hello. Oh, hey, Damien.
That's what I just said, ain't it?
Yeah. They're in the other room actually.
That was who brought you the garlic bread, wasn't it?
It was, and
Delicious.
the pizza bits.
Now, what constitutes a pizza bit? Is what I would like to know.
I don't know. For some reason, they called them pizza bits, but I think they're just like pizza snack. The generic, great value, you know.
You're not helping me here. You're not.
Like Totino's pizza rolls.
Oh, like those?
Yeah.
Okay, those are. See now,
Bite-sized pizza pockets. That's one way of putting it.
When I Google it, it auto-corrected to bites, and I'm like, no, that's not what we're talking about.
Not really.
Those are the little bagels.
Oh, pizza bagels.
Yeah. I see. So you're basically talking about like the pizza rolls, but store brand.
Yep.
like store brand Tumblr that I had to find.
Hey, segue. Look at this guy. I love it.
All right. I have no idea where Alice is.
Tumblr won't be getting deep, but
I don't know.
Straggler will be going very down low.
Like if you remember last time, I couldn't pull it. There was nothing new, and I had to pull up like an older one. And then last month we didn't do an episode
because I was sick.
You were deathly ill.
Yeah.
And then
I got better.
It's been months, and they haven't posted a new one. So, the closest approximation I can get, and keep in mind this is still an article from back in July, it's called 30 Truly Amazing Posts Mined from the Worst of Tumblr page. But it's also like, not all of these are Tumblr?
Okay, Tumblr adjacent.
Yeah, I mean, some of these are clearly from Twitter.
Oh, well,
So,
I mean,
I don't
whatever. Maybe the problem is Tumblr got so deep they hit rock bottom.
The Tumblrs mine too deep and too greedily. You know what they unleashed.
Yeah, like a big old fart. I'm trying to bring the brow
Farts and
go a little lower down.
Farts and flames.
The flattest.
I just realized that I didn't actually announce that I was live.
Well,
on Discord or anything.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just do that.
We are flying by the seat of our pants this time.
I'm wondering why nobody has come in from my Discord, and I realized I didn't actually post that I was live.
Then again, pants are overrated.
Pants are extremely overrated.
But I'm wearing shorts right now.
I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. You're not wearing shorts. What's wrong with you? Yeah, it helps if you actually promote the stream, John. Come on. What the fuck?
You're right, Damien. Who does need pants?
They're overrated. I mean, what's the fucking point? Right? Although, when I say pants are overrated, I'm talking about, hey, Moogle, I'm talking about, jeans and khakis. Soft pants are not overrated.
Nah, they
are not overrated at all. How's it going, Moogle?
Hey, Moog.
So I've discovered that my playthrough of Pokemon Heart Gold is pretty much cursed.
Oh, yeah?
If I can get paralyzed by a move, I will. If I'm confused, I will hit myself 4 times in a row. If I'm paralyzed, I will lose my turn 3 or 4 times in a row.
Oh my god.
I will miss several times in a row.
Fuck.
It has just been the worst RN Jesus hates me sort of rolls over and over and over again, to the point where I actually lost against the champion today.
More like RNG's Louise.
Yeah, I had him too. He only had 1 Pokemon left, and I only had 1 Pokemon left. I was a little underleveled, but that, who cares, right? I got this shit. And considering I'm using Rollout, and his last Pokemon was a Charizard, it was over. It was done, right?
Okay.
And then what happens? He crits me.
Wow. I
took so many crits today, too. It was the worst. And it wasn't just today. It was every time I stream Pokemon lately, it's just been wow, the 20-sided die is landing on -3 a lot.
And in defiance of God, you will beat that game.
Well, I'll just level up to the point where my levels are equal, Normally, I can handle it under level, but I'm also using a few Pokemon I'm not, super familiar with. I have a Kingler, so it's And my plan was to use Kingler and have him use Blizzard on the dragons, but then the Kingler didn't last very long because it was not able to take a hit.
More like a jestler.
More like a punler.
Mm.
He's a crab. He's like King Crab, you know?
Ah.
Delicious.
Or a coach crab. Sorry,
Yeah,
that's
there
a
you go.
Shout out for someone I know.
I know who Coach Crab is.
Cool.
He's been into my streams. And I've seen him in your streams.
Right on.
But is he a coach or is he a crab?
Both, duh.
Oh. Is he a crabby coach?
No, I'd say he's a nice one.
Well, I gotta wonder why it was, why crabby became the word for somebody being sort of like a curmudgeonly like that. Like
I don't know.
Like, are crabs known for their poor demeanor, or
maybe they just, I don't know, pinch random people, and people are like, that's.
Wouldn't you?
I think I'd be so crabby. I don't know.
Wouldn't you? If you didn't have like hands and fingers, all you had were these like claws, what else are you gonna do?
Well, I don't want to get arrested.
What are they gonna do? Put handcuffs on your rubber bands on your claws?
Exactly.
Yeah. You're thinking of lobsters, see?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Cuddle.
Cram. Just yell. You're like, you will not catch me. I will pinch, pinch, pinch. Maybe little pinch. There were these car commercials. It was the dumbest shit ever, but it was the car talked for some reason, and it was talking to a crab. I don't know why. And the crab is just like, I give you pinch. And it's like, no, don't pinch me. It's just going back and forth. This has nothing to do with the car, right?
Okay.
You know, and he's like, maybe little pinch. I pinch you. And it's like, I got these tongs and some butter. Okay, no pinch.
And then, by the way, the 2004 Toyota Corolla or whatever.
It was some sort of SUV, like a Subaru, I think. But I'm like, well, commercials have gone, like, when was the last time you actually sat and watched some commercials? They've gone completely insane. And this was an old one. Hey, Wayne, my pee-pee go in you. Again. Wayne.
Oh, my.
Wayne, I have to ask you an important question. If Alice does not show up in the next 5 minutes, do you want to guest host?
Yep.
Because I have no idea where Alice is.
Alice, MIA.
Hopefully they're okay. They were at my stream earlier. I really should have reminded them, but Oh, okay. Wayne's out and about. It might just be it might just be me and you, Jesse.
Hey, I got no problem with that. We can right the ship.
I would ask Moogle, but Moogle, do you want to give Moogle a chance? Deal with his
I always
fucking.
want to give Moogle a chance.
Deal with his fucking Moogle. What do you think? Do you want to do it? I've flirted with this idea of having Moogle on the list critics. Just because there is the potential for it to be either really, really funny or really, really hilarious. Maybe another time. This is the only time, Moogle. I'm asking now.
This is the time.
This is the time. I am asking you out of desperation. Maybe another time.
Maybe because it's so last minute.
What do you got? No,
I don't feel ready.
What do you got going on other than sitting here and listening to it?
I don't know. Maybe he does have something going on,
I mean, what? I guess he's preparing the shrine for the inflatable husky. I don't know. Let's get started, guys.
What is the context of that?
Have you not been around Moogle in the past, 20 years?
Yeah, but where did you come up with inflatable husky?
Don't you see what his icon is on Discord?
That's kind of hard for me to see.
Oh, well, it's an inflatable husky that he's been trying to get for, since the first age when the Balrogs roamed the earth, And he's finally getting it. Apparently, and apparently this thing costs a ridiculous sum of money, and he's finally gonna get it.
Well, congratulations, Moogle.
But let me look it up.
There's somebody else watching TV in the room.
Yeah, whatever. You could go to another room. You're on a laptop. It's portable. Just saying.
I don't want to be a bother.
I'm looking up this inflatable husky because I want to let you know how much it costs. Okay, it's 6 feet tall.
Good lord.
And the website does not even list the price. It's one of those, like, I guess you have to ask.
Well, I hope so. What do they expect you to pay? A secret sum of money?
I think they're custom made is the thing.
Ah.
Maybe if I put price in the search, it'll come out.
Man, I wonder how weird your Google search history looks.
Mine or his?
Yours, actually.
I mean, it's just, you know, you might wonder why I need so many pictures of Sauron, but I don't know how much Moogle paid for it, but one sold recently for $1,600.
Oh my god, for an inflatable husky.
For a balloon.
Yeah, for a balloon.
For a balloon. All right, well, let's get started because we don't have a guest host, but that's okay. Oh, we don't need to play the intro. And now I know, just have to ignore where it says guest host is Alice. Maybe they'll show up at some point.
Oh, fashionably late. Very strategic.
Usually Moogle is the one who's fashionably late. But okay, so it seems that they've just we were talking about this earlier. It seems that they've just discontinued Tumblr Gets Deep. They were calling it other things for a while, but they were still posting it pretty regularly every Thursday. And they haven't posted one since July. It's October, so at this point we have to say that for whatever reason, the party is over. Maybe Tumblr just isn't funny anymore. But I have one here that's in a sort of similar collection of funny posts called, let me get it here, 30 Truly Amazing Posts Mined from the Worst of Tumblr page. The Worst of Tumblr is a Facebook page where people submit screenshots of people being people, on Tumblr. Is there actually 30 on this list? Guess what? No, there's 29. So I don't know where the counting skills of Pleated Jeans went.
Beats me, man.
Who knows, right?
I'm just glad we got a list at all.
I mean,
it's the Pizza Bits version, but
I got hella lists.
That's for people who are here for the pre-show.
I mean, I got lists out the yin yang. Okay, let me just put it to you that way. Other than what's in the channel there, the List Critics channel that I'm gonna pull from, if I grab my phone, which is right here, I've got lists saved. I got some good ones there too, and we're gonna have to do a few of those because I got a lot of tabs open on my phone that I would like to close.
Excellent, yeah, close them tabs.
Yeah. I've got over 100 tabs open, and it's time. And only about half of them are, well, the kind of thing that you would say, "What are you searching for?" And the answer is, of course, titties.
Always.
Yes. Okay. Well, here, number 1 shows a picture of a cat just sitting there, staring at the camera, looking a little guilty, and it says, "Every day of vacation, our house sitter could not find her. This is 3 seconds after we got home." Have you ever had
ain't that how it happens?
Yeah, I mean, cats will sometimes, they're not good with company. They will hide. They will just not be there. They will hide, and it's just the weirdest thing. I have never met my sister's cat.
Never.
No. I've gone over there.
Now, is there proof that there is a cat there?
I've seen pictures of the cat. I've seen the cat bowl and the cat box. But I've never seen the cat in person, only in pictures. Because whenever company comes over, the cat is hiding.
Yeah, usually I've seen a hybrid whenever, back when I lived in Ohio and had cats. Whenever we had company, there would be the cats would kind of lurch around the corner and just kind of look like, what the hell is this?
Who are these people?
Yeah, they're not the usuals.
Who are those? I mean, I've had, and there are cats that are perfectly fine with company. All right, here's another one. Breaking news: a bear named Big Boy was raiding honey production facilities near Turkey's Trabzon-sur-Mimi province. Agricultural engineer Ibrahim Sedef, I hope I'm saying this right, saw an opportunity and used Big Boy's night raids as a test to determine which type of honey was the best. And it shows a picture with night vision of this bear at a table, and there's several, like, almost like canisters of honey sitting there open for the bear to sample from, and they're like labeled. It's in Turkish, but they're labeled, In multiple double-blind trials, I don't know how it's double-blind, but okay, when they're labeled and the bear can't read. Big Boy always preferred the rare, expensive Anzer honey, followed closely by chestnut flower and pinewood honey. Big Boy noticeably steered away from low-quality supermarket cherry jam made with corn syrup.
Man, he knows.
Yeah.
Bear knows.
And then the robot monster post, when life gives you bears, trick them into doing market research?
I mean, why not? People trust a bear with honey.
What is the connection of bears and honey? Like why? I mean, I don't mean to get all B-movie on you, but
no.
Why is it the bear is the icon of honey? Winnie the Pooh, the bear at the supermarket, this bear. Like, I don't know. It just seems weird. What is the connection there?
I don't know. It's got to go back to maybe there was an incident, or maybe it's just, I don't know, bears in the woods shitting. I don't know.
I mean, because if you put out honey, just about any wild animal is going to come and eat it.
And bugs will descend upon it.
Oh yeah. I saw this video on Facebook of somebody in some country, I don't know, in the Middle East or something. They were serving something that was like pink nougat. It was like street food, and it was like it's a sweet. But the thing is, there's fucking bees crawling over the shit.
Oh.
And I'm just thinking that's not hygienic. I look at the comments, and everybody's like, "Well, if the bees are into it, it must be good."
I think it's just because there's sugar.
Any kind of sugar, yeah. All right, number 3, posts a picture of a baby drinking a bottle, but it appears the bottle is being held by a cat. And it says,
that's adorable.
Yeah. Mateo woke me up last night at 3 a.m. because he was hungry. Well, I dozed off for a bit and woke up to my Gingy holding his bottle.
Aww.
It is adorable. All right, number 4, Gales of November post. Yesterday at the foster clinic, there was a woman with a litter of tiny, tiny kittens, one of whom was a beautiful orange and white creamsicle. I told her, I love orange boy cats. They are all so stupid. And the foster mom said to me, with tears of love in her eyes, face glowing with maternal pride, he's only 6 days old, and I can already tell he's going to be so stupid.
Oh, Wayne! Don't we love our stupid dum-dums?
Wayne, if you want to hop on, go ahead. We could use the extra voice. I mean, I've done it with just Jesse for many, many, many times, but it's always nice to have a third person in there.
I can only carry it so much.
Well, look, you carry it better than anybody else has. That's why I say there's no show without you.
Aw, that means a lot.
I mean, what am I going to do? Have like a dumbass or that pun guy on again? I mean...
Oh yeah.
I mean, actually, Pun was...
I remember, yeah.
Pun was actually really good. He just joined the potato chat, by the way, Wayne. He just left us high and dry over and over and over again.
It's a shame.
Yeah. You know who we had as a guest host recently that I think was magnificent was Elise.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
I mean, we gotta get Elise back again. I mean, it's all dependent on her work schedule because she is a geologist, but...
Well, let's just say she rocks. Say, I can fill in the pun quota.
Well, you're the pun guy. I'm waiting on you, Wayne. Just join the potato chat and I'll move you over. I don't want to continue until Wayne's hopped in.
Sweet.
Because I know the moment I start reading, he's going to be on, and I don't think you're able to... I don't know if you're able to move people from chat to chat.
I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's the simplest thing. I just don't know if you have the permissions or not.
The authorita?
Yep, I don't know if you have the authorita. Wayne, I told you join potato chat. And we go through this like every month.
Mm-hmm.
Potato chat. Join the potato chat, and I will move you over. You're not... There you go. I did say that like 3 times.
Very Doored moment.
Wayne, we're not hearing you if you're saying anything.
Anything.
There we go. My pee-pee going you.
Yeah, if I could, I'd probably hire Michael Dorn to be the caveman who says that, because I always wanted Michael Dorn to say that.
Wow.
My pee-pee going you.
That would be amazing. Okay. Well, welcome in, Wayne. I know it says Alice on the screen, but Alice is MIA. Hopefully they're okay.
Yeah, hopefully they are.
Yeah, they were at stream earlier. That's what makes me concerned. But anyway, number 5, Maximum Overboner. Let's just pause to appreciate that name. Maximum Overboner says, in primary school, we had a creative writing assignment where we had to write about a character in a new strange situation. And I wrote about a... Oh, I've read this one before. And I wrote about a squid that was somehow teleported from the ocean to the forest floor and slowly choked to death for 2 pages. And I'll never quite forget my teacher's face because it turns out she wanted "This new school is scary, I hope I make friends," and not a graphic description of a squid dying. And then, yeah. And then Bungie Onegie says, well, that's just the risk you take if you decide to teach creative writing.
That's very creative.
It is certainly creative. You know, it reminds me of like one of the very first creative writing exercises that I can remember, at least in school, was, I want to say it was in the 1st grade. It was pretty damn early. And we had to write a 1-page story about what it would be like to be an object or something like that.
Uh-huh.
You know, like and I think I had I think we might have all had the same thing. I think everybody had to write about a little 1-page story about themselves as an apple. And I ended it with the apple getting eaten.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. And
the pain.
Yeah, well, I wasn't quite a skilled enough writer at the age of, like, you know, well, whatever the hell I was then, but I do remember that I tried to write it from the perspective of an apple. Like, so I was like, you know, doing this sort of like, I was sitting with my apple friends, and then somebody picked me up and traded me for a piece of paper, and, you know, it was very strange, you know.
Right.
All right.
My life is a personal massager.
Ooh. Number 6, me. Can I drink alcohol on this medication? Doctor. Well, 1 drink is going to feel like you've had 4. Me. And that shows this picture of this devious-looking kitten, and it says, oh, so I'm saving money. Because 1 drink will hit you like 4, so you don't have to have as many drinks.
Oh, okay.
There's using your noodle.
I guess.
Yeah. Number 7, this one's not even Tumblr, this is Twitter, but Hark here says, out for dinner with my BF, and mid-convo he's absolutely not listening to me, but looking longingly at another table, making mad in love eyes, so I turn around and a fucking white labradoodle is locked in a trance with him.
Justified.
I mean, but if you were the boyfriend, wouldn't you be like, look at the dog, look? Like, wouldn't you
I would
bring the attention? Like, oh my God, there's a dog.
Yeah, I guess rather than trying to share this private moment between me and puppy.
All right, enough about Moogle's diary.
calm down, Moogle.
Number 8, Kristen Mulrooney here says, yesterday I asked my kindergartner what she did in school, and she said nothing. Then later I went on Instagram, and her teacher had posted a picture of her holding a crocodile.
Huh?
Oh, guess who just messaged me? Alice is here.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay, I'm letting Alice know that if they want to jump on, I mean, Wayne's filling in, but why not have 2 people, right? Okay. Number 9, but that's what kids always say. Like, what did you do in school today? Nothing.
Meanwhile, they did an awesome, cool thing.
Yeah, well, you know, and I remember being a kid. I'm not so old that I... You know what that means when a kid says nothing? It's like, I don't feel like talking about it. I spend like fucking 7 hours at that hellhole, and, you know, what did you do in school today? I'm home now. Never mind school, you know?
I'm home. I just want to play video games.
Yeah.
With a box.
I want to be a kid.
Give me my fruit roll-up, and then give me my cartoons. Get out of my way.
Fruit by the foot. What up, Alice? You've made it.
Alice.
Sorry, I fell asleep.
I kind of thought it might be something like that, but
I told you.
I was a little worried. I was like, oh my God, Alice was at the stream earlier. I hope nothing happened. But we have Alice, so the name on the screen is not a lie. But just pretend it also says Wayne. Okay, number 9 from Aussie Man Reviews. It says, it's an article. Cow caught casually eating snake in outback Australia. And then some person whose name is smudged out says, I am confused as to how the food chain works in Australia.
Just casually eating it, like no big whoop.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is interesting. Like, a cow eating a snake is already interesting, but to describe it as casual?
To speak Australian.
Oh no.
We call them danger noodles.
That's right.
Okay, do you remember those art kits that you would get as a kid that were like in the black box, all the different colored like markers and pencils and that dry ass chalky paint that never worked?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so there's a picture of it and it says the quality of this was so shitty, but it really made you feel like an artist. There was no name on that one, but then Gay Void Print says, I can feel the dryness of those markers in my bones. And then the Silent Screamer says, fun fact, those dry markers were supposed to have water put into them to make them work. You take off the bottom thing and pour water in, and bam, instant marker success. Only learned about this 4 years after I'd lost my set. And then Bemusedly Bespectacled says, what? A girl with sparkling lies says, what? And B.exe says, what? Okay, here's the sad point. I had that exact kit, and I did know to put water in there because the instructions tell you to do that, and those markers still sucked.
Yeah, I never had one personally, but I'd seen other people use
They
them.
were terrible.
Yeah, they're good for like a day, and they're even not then.
They're,
not really
no,
good.
no, yeah, they're not. Like, there is not a single quality thing in that case, except for perhaps the case itself. When you wind up putting something else in. You put something else in. Yeah. All right, number 11. Allie Stockton says, I forgot my boyfriend's phone was dead, so when he went to the bathroom, I decided to roam around Walmart. About 20 minutes later, I hear, Alyssa Stockton, your child is at register 10. I walk over there, and there he is, my boyfriend, sitting there on the bench, pouting that I left him.
Your child.
Well, that's like that Simpsons gag, like Marge Simpson, her child has been arrested. And then it's like, Marge Simpson, your older, fatter, bolder child has also been arrested.
I mean, that sounds like a prank I would pull on my significant other, so...
What, just tell them, I can't find my mom.
I can't find my
Okay,
mommy.
well, look, this Allie Stockton girl looks like she's about 20 years old. She could probably, like, he could probably pass for, you're in your 40s, so it's not going to work. You're going to wind up in the nut house if you try that.
No.
It's not going to be good. Not even the good one. Not even the good one, the crooked one from 60 Minutes.
Oh.
Okay, number 12, this person's name is just a sad emoji. And it says, when I do laundry, I be wanting to take my clothes off I got on so everything be clean. Yeah.
Definitely.
Although, if you're smart, what you do is you have a laundry day outfit.
Yeah,
that's ready to go, right? This is my laundry day outfit. All right, number 13. These are all smudged out, but some woman says, I wish we could choose our baby fathers.
What?
And then some guy replies with, someone come tell her before I do, because I'm going to hurt her feelings. That's like one of those Yahoo Answers things from back in the day with a woman saying, I'm pregnant, how do I know if it's mine?
Pregnant?
What?
Paul Maury Povich. You are the mother.
You are the mother.
You got to do a cool dance.
Yes, you do.
All right.
I told you.
Like, there was one that was like, oh, how do I know my boyfriend didn't cheat on me? And I'm like, it's a penis, not a turkey baster. All right, Mon here says, whenever people tailgate me when I'm going 40 and a 35, I always purposely slow down because it's like I gave you an extra 5 and you didn't appreciate it, so now you get nothing.
Very nice.
I feel that, and I have done that. It's like, bro, calm your ass down. You know what is the worst, though, is when it's a cop doing it.
Yeah,
If you're going the speed limit and some cop is up your ass, they want you to speed so they can pull you over.
It's a trap.
They can go fuck themselves.
There's a little quick story that I should mention on this one, because my uncle was smart enough to do this to cops when they were just riding his ass, and he had like a little kill switch on his on his tail lights, where it looked like his brake lights were going on. So anytime that cop would ride his ass, flip that tailgate on, they'd back right
Oh
the
my
fuck
God,
off.
because it looks like he's
Wow.
braking. One thing that you could do is honestly just pull over.
Yeah, let him just
Yeah,
go on.
let him pass you. All right, Haley here says, I saw a kid in PetSmart with his hands and face pressed against an adoptable cat's glass cage telling the cat they needed to form a plan because his mom said no, and whispering his full home address to the cat. I think the kids will be all right.
What if
Aw.
The cat's just thinking, this is great. If only I could read. Number 16, Zoe Paramore here says, I went to Paris yesterday. I took 26 photographs and 19 of them were of this cat. And I have to show it. So you guys got to see this cat. Oh, List Critics is above the display capture. I mean, that is a pretty fabulous cat right there, no?
Oh.
Look at that. He's just chilling. All right.
That's fantastic.
So basically, out of 26 pictures, 19 were that cat. And then Brendan says, what a cat, though. Everyone has seen the Eiffel Tower, and comparatively few people have seen that cat.
But now lots of people.
It's true. It's true.
Justified, I'd say.
Yeah. Good choice was made. Number 17, BNS here says, find you someone that looks at you the same way that she looks at George. And it shows this picture of this big dog named George at a doggy daycare. And hey, Taco. And this little tiny pit bull looking up at him like happy. Just like, this is my best friend. Like, imagine like this big ass, like, what do you call it? Great Dane. And then this little tiny pit bull looking at him up like, you're my best friend.
It's wholesome, though.
It is very wholesome. Number 18, the Ohio Highway Patrol shared their dogs, and I think I want them all. And it shows these 3 German Shepherds labeled Ronnie, Wolf, and Bruno. And Che here says, Ronnie tried so hard for this picture, and I love it. I mean, Ronnie looks like he's actually doing like that stern glance. Like
you're being judged?
like no, like you want to look cool in the picture, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the mean mugging.
It's a filthy cop.
Number 19, Robert Schultz here says, my boss was like, people working from home are just pretending to work, and it's like, dude, what do you think I'm doing at the office? That's fair.
Fair enough.
That's fair. Number 20, Amanda Catherine here says, so I was super nervous for my first date with this guy tonight, and then an hour before our date, he sent me a snap video saying, wish me luck on my date, buddy, and panned to his dog handshaking him. In that moment, I knew he was a keeper.
Oh, they worked out.
I'm sure they're married now. Number 21, Jermaine Himes says, dinner, waitress, cops and kids 5 and under eat for free. Me discreetly nudging my 6-year-old. I'm a police.
That's like Ralph Wiggum.
Yeah, I was going to say Ralph Wiggum.
I am one entire police.
Yeah. Number 22, Ayus here says, one thing I will never understand about adulthood is how I'm supposed to make appointments if I work full-time and every place closes at 6 p.m. You said
That's
it, not
kind
me.
of a bummer.
It's a major bummer, like, for real.
That is real.
Number 23, Rago here says, a woman on the train kept staring at me, but after 25 minutes, she was just like, I'm sorry, but you look like my high school boyfriend who passed away. And without missing a beat, I was like, Amanda? And she was like, my name's Rachel, but imagine if I guessed her name right.
No,
I mean, I would have just told her I'm the ghost of Frank Zappa, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't you do that one time when you said, yeah, I pretend to be dead once in a while. But,
Yeah, then I come back, you know. And she got really freaked out when I was like, don't you dare tell anyone. Not that anyone will believe you. All right, number 24.
Last night, Frank Zappa contacted me.
It only worked. It only worked because she had no idea who Frank Zappa was. That was the best part. Because I had her hooked long before Brandon was like, yo, that guy died in 93, you know? All right, George here says, Netflix subtitles be like, speaking Spanish. Bro, translated? It's
Wait,
even
has
worse.
That happened sometimes?
Oh my god, it's even worse when it just says foreign language.
Oh.
Yeah, like Planet Justice.
Like, what are you doing? All right, number 25. This person's name is just a Unicode bar. So it says, dropped a girl home after arguing, and when she got out, I was patiently waiting for the car door to slam. The slam never came. She just left the door wide open. I had to get it out and close it myself like a taxi man. Wait, do people not be closing taxi doors?
I guess not. That's
Just like,
rude as hell.
let this guy
is
do
rude.
it. You know, that is rude. But you got to
That is
admit,
rude.
people think slamming the door in an argument is a power move. No, leaving it open is a power move. Like,
Yeah.
you
You
close
gotta make
this
the other
shit.
guy walk all the way
Yeah.
around.
You close this shit, motherfucker. All right, number 26, Stephanie says, why pay $15 on pad thai when you can spend $45 for all the ingredients to make a worse pad thai?
Let the pros do it.
I mean, you're going to get a lot more than one portion out of that $45, but okay, you do you, Stephanie. Maybe cook better next time. I don't know. I've never had pad thai, but come on. No, here's Robert Schultz again for number 27. I'm 5'10", and my girlfriend's little sister just introduced me to her 6'3" boyfriend, and wouldn't you know it, we're the same height.
Okay.
So what he's saying is that his girlfriend's sister thinks that her boyfriend is 6'3" because he told her that he was, and
Oh.
this guy's 5'10", and they're the same height.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Well, I mean, that's like if a girl tells you she's got like double D's or something, and it's like, unless you're really going to check the bra label, you're probably just going to take her word for it, right?
Yeah, just kind of shrug and go, sure.
Titties is titties.
Yep.
Yep.
It's that old quote from Tommy Boy: "You can get a good look at a T-bone by sticking your head up a bull's ass, but I'd rather take the butcher's word for it."
The best part was how he kept screwing it up. You could get a good look at a T-bone by sticking your head up a butcher's ass, but wait, that's not right. All right, number 28 shows a bunch of Olympic skaters, one of which is skating and the other of which are falling. So I would say failing to skate. And Apriki here says, never forget that Australians' first ever Winter Olympics gold was won because the guy was coming in dead last and everyone in front of him fell over. I mean, a win's a win, right? Slow and steady wins the race if everybody else fucking falls down.
I mean, if you're first place on paper, that's a win, man.
Part of the race is not falling down.
Yeah.
Right?
How did everybody else fall down?
I guess it's chain reaction.
I don't know how many people there were in the race, but there's only 3 people on the ground in the photo, you know. So maybe it was just 4 people racing. I don't know.
Or maybe it was like the last field of finisher.
Hey, look, you got that gold medal. That's all that matters, right?
You ride that out for the rest of your life.
Number 29 shows a picture of a poster with some kittens on it. And it says, we may be the only lawyers on earth whose clients are all innocent. The Animal Legal Defense Fund.
I've seen that.
And Dizzy Otter here says, when I first saw this, I thought the kittens were the lawyers.
I'm not a cat.
I like that.
That was the last one, despite the headline promising 30. But what do you guys think out of 29? I know that Wayne, you weren't here for the first bit.
No, me, I was.
You know, but you were in the audience there, and I know Alice, you missed it. But based on what you heard,
I'll be generous and say 25.
that's exactly what I was going with. Is 25.
Yeah, I'll give it 24.
24. What do you say, Jesse?
I'm with Wayne on 24.
24,
Feels
yeah.
good,
So,
man.
averages out to a nice 24.5, huh? Okay. Before I go to the List Critics channel, I do have lists on my phone we have to get to. I have to close some of these damn tabs because I have lots of tabs open and only some of them feature naked women. So I'd like that ratio to go differently.
You ever drank a tab?
Well, I mean, isn't that the same thing as Diet Coke,
I've had
basically?
it. No, it's very different.
Oh, really? Okay. I've never.
Like a tab tastes. They don't make it anymore, but it kind of tastes like a watered down Diet Pepsi.
Oof. Okay, well, here's one from Food in the House. I don't know why there's a website called Food in the House, but this one is near and dear to me because it is 40. Well, it says 40 plus, so who knows how many there actually are. Quora questions we can't believe people asked.
Oh god.
Hey, you're on the board.
This,
Yes,
this should be good.
I am very popular Quora writer, so of course, I stick to a very specific subject, but Quora pretty much is the classier version of Yahoo Answers, but then Yahoo Answers shut down and all the weirdos came over to Quora, so we have that too.
You got a good mix.
Yeah. Plus, we have a lot of, like, bait stuff on there, you know? Yeah. Okay.
Weird bots.
My 36-year-old son wants to date a woman who is 41. Should I allow this relationship?
No.
Allow.
He's 36, and should you allow it? Oh, my
He has
God.
all day to allow it.
Yeah. My 14-year-old daughter still watches kiddie little Disney shows like Tangled and DuckTales. How should I tell her to stop and maybe grow up a bit?
What a bit.
I'm sorry that you
gonna...
murdered your inner child there. But,
right?
you know, and part of this is, I don't want to get too much on my soapbox, but part of this is like, have we forgotten somewhere along the way that a 14-year-old is a kid?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, even a 17-year-old is a kid.
I watched DuckTales just a few years ago, so...
Yeah, the new show was great.
Yeah, it was very good, yeah. I'm pregnant with my... Oh, God. Prepare yourselves for this. I'm pregnant with my brother's baby. He's so hot, and I like his muscles. It was consensual, but an accident. How was it an accident? Our mom walked in on us, but she was on something that starts with an M that I'm not allowed to say, so I don't think she saw. I feel like if I tell her... Oh, probably meth. I feel like if I tell her, she'll get mad at me. What do I do?
It's got to be fake. There's no way.
What do? You get the abortion and then never speak of it again.
You never do anything again.
This is so over the top. It's got to be fake.
I mean, these sort of things do happen, unfortunately.
I guess, but
when I was making copies for some legal stuff,
yeah.
I heard a story about some girl and her brusin. And
You
I'm like,
mentioned this
what
the other
the
day.
fuck?
Did you see what June's reaction was to the word brusin?
Yeah.
Only relative.
June says, let's not make incest jokes. They're only relatively funny. And I'm just like, oh, fuck.
That
Oh,
fucking broke me.
June has no right to be that funny. Actually, she has every right to be that funny.
that was
but-
great.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does. Like,
Okay.
girl, you are cray-cray.
Okay, this is a long one. Girl at the gym avoided me. I go to the gym at 5 a.m. every day, and there is also a girl that goes to at the same time. Occasionally, I notice her looking over in my direction, which is weird, but I think it's all in my head. Anyways, today I was leaving, and I see out of the corner of my eye that she is leaving at the same time. She sees me and stops and kind of waits. I walked out and went to my car, and she was kind of petrified that she was avoiding walking near me. Like, what happened? I don't stare at her or anyone at the gym. It was so weird. Why would she do that? Because she's the one who's terrified, obviously. It's 5 a.m. and she doesn't know who the fuck you are, you idiot.
Yep.
That's been
Gym
on
culture
felony.
is toxic.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Sad
most
reality.
likely this guy's, just like a dumbass, like, oh, why is she doing that? But because you don't know what women go through,
Yeah, sad reality.
Here's a good one. Can I sue? My neighbor has a pool, and I climbed over the fence and hurt myself. He said I trespassed, but his pool is an attractive nuisance, so it's his fault. Whom do I talk to?
What?
Out of what?
I feel like a nuisance. I feel like this was written by Master Shake.
I do what I want, when I want, and
Yeah.
however I want.
Your pool is an attractive nuisance. Look, get out of here, Cup. I'm going to sue
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, but Master Shea wouldn't ask on Quora. He just asked on what's that site?
I don't know.
Omegle.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Just
God,
asking
no.
random people. My husband and I want to give our daughter an allowance of $1,000 a week. Is this too much money?
Sorry.
Depends on how she spends it.
No, it's not enough. Give her more.
Yeah.
Yeah, give her
Yeah.
brilliant.
You cheapskates.
This is a question and answer. The question was, what is the nastiest thing you've done for revenge? And then this person says, found blank in my wife's purse. I looked on her phone and she had text and blank pictures of her and a blank guy. I had been fixed years earlier. I took a pin and punched a hole in all. There must be condoms that he found. So he's got a vasectomy and his girlfriend's carrying condoms. I took a pin and punched a hole in all of them. She ended up pregnant and tried to convince me it was mine. I left and was able to walk away with no loss of income.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
That's great.
Admitting to a felony. Fantastic.
Well, yeah, the whole pin in
The tampering with the birth control it's a felony. Even if it is satisfying to read about.
Yeah.
My 16-year-old daughter said she just wants to be alone and she keeps saying she wishes she had a door. What do? I am not giving her a door.
Jeez. No people like that.
How do you
Give him a door.
How do you not have... Wait, how is there a room without a door in this house? What the fuck is going on?
If I took it off.
Probably. My son thinks that he has 20 girlfriends. How can I tell him that anime girls do not actually exist and that he needs to find a real girlfriend? He is 36 years old.
Oh, no. Well...
Oh, my.
I think he knows. Let's be real.
I think he's just fucking with him.
Yeah.
They're just living their own life, man.
My husband is in the military and is cheating on me with another military person. What will happen if I report him to the military? Only one way to find out.
Just do it.
Yeah.
In the name.
Taco says, S-Serpent, is that you?
I just read that.
I caught my 14-year-old son skipping school and I confiscated his phone, PC, tablet, watch, laptop, and bed. Am I being harsh enough?
No.
How does one confiscate a bed?
Like,
Just
they have
take
to
out
sleep
the-
on the couch?
On the floor.
Like, I'm just going to take this and put it up somewhere where you can't get it.
I'm gonna fold it up.
Yeah.
Murphy
You
bed.
gotta sleep on an air mattress.
Ooh.
My son's behavior is getting out of control and has me at my wit's end. What should I do? And this is long, but all right. My son is 16 years old. Let's see. He plays video games, listens to weird rock music, and one day I even caught him looking at a Playboy. So he's a 16-year-old boy. Got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's tough because we were a conservative Christian family.
Well,
I've tried to educate my son into our ways. We've limited his video game playing to an hour a day. He's not allowed to play any games above an E rating, and failure to comply with these rules will result in the Xbox being taken away for a month, as well as his privileges of seeing his friends. Violent movies are also a no-no in our house. I'm not going to read the rest of this. It just goes on and on like this, and the God and all this stuff, so...
The more you take away, the more he's gonna want to check it out.
You know, there's a saying, strict parents create sneaky children.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Why does my son thinks he owns his computer? He bought it, but it is in my house, therefore it is mine. How can I help him understand this?
I think Steve owns.
You know what's sad is I know someone whose father had that attitude.
Possession is 9/10 of the law,
Yeah.
bitch.
My husband is divorcing me because I cheated. Can I get half of what he owns without getting also the kids? I want to have fun with the money, and I think the kids would take too much of my time.
That sounds like.
You know
they
what?
feel bad.
I hope you get exactly that. The kids don't need that shit, right?
Awful. That's so bad.
I hope she gets exactly that she doesn't get the kids. Because holy shit. My mom keeps coming in when I'm showering, makes me take off all my clothes so that she can check me. Check you for what?
What
And tracking me wherever I go. This makes me uncomfortable. What do? I'm 16.
Oh.
You need
boundaries, people.
You need to go to the school nurse and tell them that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one step away from bad touch territory.
Oof. My mom is tracking my period. Am I allowed to be angry? I'm 18 in 2 months and she looks in bins for used pads to track it. Am I allowed to feel violated? Why is she doing that?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Let's see if she's pregnant or not. I would
Dude, I would start putting some weird shit in there.
just put
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
put all those fake alien eggs.
Oh my god, yeah. That's funny.
Put a fake receipt for an abortion.
Oh, well, no, that can cause more problems, and you're right.
Yeah.
But I would just put like the fake alien head is a perfect thing, you know. My 4-year-old's art is terrible. Should I tell her?
Yes, just devastate.
It sucks.
That's amazing.
Needs more brush.
Oh,
This is
man.
breaking my brain just hearing this.
You need to work on your brush work.
Should I let my 22-year-old son install a lock on his door? I went through his 18-year-old girlfriend's bag, and now he's saying he doesn't trust me when they leave the house.
Why is he an 18-year-old?
Well, that's not that far off, but at the same time, why are you going through your son's girlfriend's bag?
Looking for the drugs?
Well, yeah, yeah, I need to find the weed, man. How do I get my daughters 20 and 19 to understand that they don't know anything since I didn't get to raise them because they lived with their dad for 12 years, so they should let me monitor them like curfew at 9, ask permission for everything, etc. This is why you didn't raise them.
Yeah, what the...
This is why you didn't have custody.
I can't believe these are questions people ask.
My daughter is 14 and still sleeps with and buys stuffed animals. How do I get her to stop?
God.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. Don't worry about it.
People be people. It hits home for our community too.
Indeed, yeah. There are several people that have stuffed animals.
Yeah.
My 25-year-old son just got a job in engineering and is now discussing moving out in a few months. I took $8,000 out of his bank account to stop him from moving, and now there's a court case. How do I get custody of my son back?
What the...
What?
Custody? He's 25.
Yeah, what is going on?
It was written by Britney Spears' dad.
You took $8,000.
How did
Give
you
it back?
get access? Yeah, well, I mean, that's what the court case is for.
Yeah.
That would be considered grand theft.
It is, because it's over $1,000. That's grand theft.
Yep.
I think the phrase you're looking for is grand larceny. Grand theft.
I think you're right too.
Theft is of an object.
Yeah.
At the age of 28, I'm dating a woman that is 57 years old. Her son is 31 and lives with us. That's amazing so far. Amazing. At first I'm like, well, good for you. She's experienced. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Then she's got a 31-year-old kid that lives with you. That's he is not respecting me as his stepfather.
Weird.
I try to educate him about life, but he does not listen. Please help. What must I do?
Sorry, it's just gonna be weird for a while.
Well, look, I'll give you some advice here if you're listening, and I know you're not, but if he gives you any lip, "I fucked your mom" is the answer that always works.
Hey, Hank, I did your mom.
Exactly.
Or replace you.
Yeah, Dad, I
wait.
know about the birds and the bees.
The C grade students from my high school are leading happy and successful lives. How is this possible?
Easy.
This is why whenever I talk to young people, that are in that age, that are like high school and whatnot, and my nephew is getting to be there. He's going to be 13 very soon, and I always tell them, this shit doesn't matter.
Yep.
It seems like it's everything when you're in it, but then it's not.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about what grades you had.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear your grades from high school.
It's just obnoxious.
How do I get my daughters, 20 and 19, to understand that... Oh, this is the same one as before, that they don't know anything because I didn't raise them. Weird. How do I stop my family from coming into my room without knocking? Helicoptering works really well.
Yes.
Yes. Always go back to the helicopter.
If you're not an owner-operator of a penis, you could try the double-breasted swish. Just tie some...
Prosthetic.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah, strap on.
Or invest in some tassels.
That's where I was going, but I think Alice's idea is better.
Yeah.
My friend Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Wayne.
I was gonna say, coming soon, the penis pasty.
Penis pasty.
Right.
My friend lied to his parents about having a girlfriend, and now they want to meet her. Now he wants me to dress up as a girl and pretend to be his girlfriend. Is this a good idea?
Yes.
God.
This is the best idea.
Yes.
No, actually, what I'm taking from this? The whole thing about the parents, that's all bullshit. Your friend is asking you to be his girlfriend.
Oh. I didn't even read it like that. Yeah.
Put on the wig and the dress and just see what happens. You might like it. My son is... Oh my God, I've seen this one. And it pisses me off. Are you ready for this, guys? My son has a YouTube channel with 12 million subscribers. How do I tell him it's not a viable career option and shut down the account while not being despised?
Just saying. Like, there's a lot of bait. Just straight like that.
If your son has 12 million subscribers, he's already making more money than you are.
Yep. Got brand deals, the
Yeah.
G Fuel, you know.
Forget it. It's over. Yeah.
And some of them claim they already deleted the channel.
Yeah.
They're gonna buy you a house someday.
You would hope so, right? Does this mean it's over? My girlfriend stopped replying to me in text when I told her in person I don't accept her 6-year-old daughter. I just want her and only her. Her final text was goodbye. Should I go to her house?
No.
No.
Yeah. Wow.
If you don't want someone's kids, don't date someone's kids.
Exactly.
Yeah, the total package, you know.
But imagine being in that position and not realizing it's over. Like, she'll
Being
come
that
around.
young.
What do you think she's going to do with her 6-year-old daughter? Take her to the pound?
Main
Looks
character
like
syndrome,
Thomas,
I agree.
It is. You're right. Main character syndrome. Okay. How do I get my 22-year-old daughter to understand that as her mother, I am still allowed to tell her what to do, even if it's on something like her room in her own place? Well, here's my take. You could tell her whatever the hell you want, but she ain't got to listen.
Yep.
Man, a lot of these parents just don't get it.
Yeah. So, Jesse, sometimes parents just don't understand.
You beat me to the punch.
Yeah.
If my neighbor's bees routinely steal pollen from my flowers and make honey that my neighbor profits from selling, can I sue them for a portion of that profit? I think this might have been posted on r/libertarianism.
Oh my god, come on, man.
No,
Fucking ANCAPs.
Yeah.
you gotta have the private military go and take over the bees.
Since he was 13 years old, my son had to pay daily parenting fees to live with us. Now he is 18 years old and moved out and refuses to pay them. How do I punish him?
Don't.
Well, I got an idea. How about you stop parenting him?
Yeah.
Parenting.
When you're
fees.
18, you're out the door.
Should I tell my 17-year-old daughter I don't want to see her anymore once she turns 18? I have no legal responsibility for her once she turned 18 or 21.
Oh man, I feel sorry for this
You know
whole
what?
situation.
Tell her as soon as possible so she can get you, the crooked nursing home from 60 Minutes. Get that lined up for later in life, I have 2 employees that usually... Oh, I've seen this one. I have 2 employees... I've seen this on Quora. I'm not joking. I've seen this actual question.
Oh wow.
I have 2 employees that usually leave work at 6 p.m. They are good, but I don't like that their commitment only lasts for work hours only. What should I do as CEO?
Oh, I've seen those shits too.
That's popped up in my digest so many times.
Yeah, there's something about the YouTube channel.
Can I force my 17-year-old son to wear a bra for a month as a punishment for disrespecting girls?
How was that punishment?
I don't think that would help.
I mean, you can, but it's not really gonna do anything.
Do you really think that that's going to make him stop disrespecting? That's going to make the situation worse.
I mean, saying that as a punishment is disrespecting girls.
It is. Well, I mean, I don't know. Unless he needs a little support, he shouldn't wear a bra.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Well, I was talking about this on about how bizarre Facebook ads are because I keep getting ads for bras. And I'm like, I know my titties is amazing, but they're not big enough to need that kind of support.
Over what?
My 20-year-old daughter that lives with me refuses to tell me what she talked about with her therapist or what her issues are because she thinks that it's not my responsibility but hers. What do I do?
Sounds like mine.
Yeah. How about a whole lot of nothing?
HIPAA law?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the HIPAA law only applies to the doctor in that case.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't have to share what you talked about in therapy.
There's no obligation.
Yeah, no, not at all. My former barber lied and told me he stopped cutting hair, yet I found out he's still in business. Do I have a case here? A case of what?
Case of bullshit.
I mean, look. If your barber lied and said he's stopped cutting hair just to get away from you, you must be the worst client ever.
Yeah, this is a you problem.
Be glad he gave you a terrible haircut.
I have I've seen these sorts of things. I have an IQ of 500. What should I do? 500.
Stop caring about IQ.
Cure diseases.
500. The scale doesn't go that high, by the way.
It's bullshit anyway.
Yeah. It is bullshit. That's true. There's the IQ is meaningless. A great mind once said that people who brag about their IQs are losers. That was Stephen Hawking that said that. So.
Whoa.
It was Mensa.
Because he was he was asked what his IQ is, and he said, "I have no idea. People who brag about their IQs are losers." My neighbor has been getting several packages per day. If I switch our address plates just temporarily so that I can get one of the packages and can inspect it, can I be held liable?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
A felony.
That's 10 years in prison, by the way.
I didn't even have to think about that.
That's 10 years in prison. Just saying, that's a major mail fraud.
The major malfunction.
My parents want to come along with me during my honeymoon trip. They are overprotective towards me, and I fear they won't even let me sleep with my wife. Either my dad will be in my room or my mother. I'm in dilemma. Should I go for honeymoon?
It's your honeymoon, not theirs.
This is why people elope.
I'm surprised they
Yeah.
let him get married.
Yeah, right? My 16-year-old son has a full beard and won't shave. What should I do? How do I get him to shave it off? Should I just do it myself while he's asleep? No, that would be assault.
Just let him grow it out. Just
What do
see
you-
where that goes.
Why, I mean, if he's already got a full beard at 16 is quite impressive, by the way.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that when I was 16. I could barely get half a mustache. My mom has written down everything she spent on me, and she says when I'm an adult, I will have to pay back everything to her. If I don't, she said she will take me to court. Is this normal?
That sounds like
That's
cave.
fucked.
You know what I would say? Go ahead, try it. Can you imagine how much fun the judge would have with that?
It'll get thrown out.
Summary judgment, right? I'm going to give
Yeah.
summary judgment. You're an asshole. Would it be immoral to... Oh, I've seen this one on Quora. This is really funny. Would it be immoral to raise a baby to believe they're growing up in the 90s by only exposing them to 90s media and telling them the year is 1998, and then one day when they're a bit older just expose them to present-day media and convince them that they were asleep for a long time but didn't age?
You know what's weird? I've had this thought experiment before
Yeah,
in my own
the old,
head.
The old Rip Van Winkle, right?
Yeah.
This sounds like something out of an M. Night Shyamalan movie or some shit.
Or a really bad comedy from 2005.
What a
Oh.
twist!
What a twist.
How do I convince my wife to move from Mumbai to Bengaluru?
A
Oh,
lot of begging.
wait. And then there's the answer from the wife. I will not get convinced. Why should I move to a new place I am not comfortable with just because of your job? Stop wasting time on Quora and find a new job in Bangalore if you have to. And one more thing, we're out of vegetables. Bring some home on your way home. Nice.
You're not going to Bangkok.
Ooh.
Hey.
Heyo!
I'm a 21-year-old man who doesn't want to work. I've tried convincing people to give me money for a year already, but I was unsuccessful. Am I a bad person if I threaten people into giving me money?
Holy shit.
It's like, well, you know,
Extortion.
what if I mug people? Have you tried OnlyFans? Maybe do that.
People love feet.
It is true. I don't quite get the fascination, but
You see, now
Likewise,
you're
but
giving me
That's
You're
weird.
giving me an
how
idea
feet
now.
are-
Sorry, Alice. What you were saying?
We're talking about feet earlier on stream.
oh, because
I was gonna say I was
the
gonna
Quentin
do an
Tarantino thing.
OnlyFans. I was gonna do I could do an OnlyFans now, just like, hey, here's my feet. See how
Or
much
fish to the
money I get.
fans.
My
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
my girlfriend said that she wants to gain weight so her parents will be less focused on her weight gain. She wants me
What?
to. So she's gained weight, and she wants him to also gain weight with her.
Oh.
She wants me to gain 40 pounds by July. Should I do it?
No.
No.
You know what would be amazing? If this guy said, yes, I will do this, and then he just gains 40 pounds of pure muscle.
Extra ass.
He just comes as shredded.
Or
That
what
would-
if he's like, yeah, I'll gain the weight with you, and just doesn't, and then he's like, I don't know what it is, man. I just eat and it just goes through me.
Well, what is he going to do? Throw it up? That's not good.
Well, just pretend. I don't know.
Just go nom nom.
Yeah, nom nom.
I
Counts.
I recently learned that a small man has been living in my attic for the past 53 months, unbeknownst to me and my family. He doesn't speak any English and he acts feral. How should I handle this situation?
It's his house
You're
now.
human.
I know,
You're human.
I know this sounds fake, but I've seen this news article.
Really?
So have I.
He's this little like dude who was he was from some other country and he wasn't all there. He's schizophrenic, you know. And he was living in like their crawl space. Okay.
Holy shit.
It happens. Can I change my son's first name without his consent? My deceased ex-wife is the one who chose the name. Divorced 4 years ago. She died 1.5 years ago. And for me, it serves as a constant reminder to her, which I hate. My son is 15 years old.
15, come on.
No.
Don't fuck them up.
If he was 15 months old, you might be able to do that.
Yeah.
My son watches videos of games being played on YouTube, and most of the time he prefers that to actually play the game himself. Should I be worried? I don't know. Do you watch sports?
Got him.
It's the same fucking thing.
Got him.
I put security cameras in my son's room, and he keeps breaking them. How do I stop this? Sounds like you answered your own question.
Mm-hmm.
Stop putting security cameras in your son's room. I mean, also just big ups to the kid for just smashing them, you know?
I mean, I would go before I smash him. I'd just like drop trow and just start helicoptering and then smash him.
There you go.
Yeah, have that on the camera and then bring people in like, look what's on the camera. Oh, I guess this counts as CP or something.
I told. Oh, you're saying that. Oh, you would set him up. Oh my God, that's terrible.
Dun dun dun.
I told my boyfriend that he's worthless, so he dumped me and blocked me. Is he being insecure?
I think you're the insecure one.
Bitch says what?
Yeah, big time.
I fired an employee, but he refuses to leave. He is still coming to the office. What should I do? I've heard of this one. Yeah,
security.
I've actually seen this on Quora, and there were some answers there from some experts that were like, well, no, you really don't want to call security, but because this guy's obviously going through it, and you don't know what he's gonna do, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah. There was some advice, but I forget the exact resolution. My son-in-law does not want me in the delivery room. How can I get past that when I literally will not speak to him?
That's a you problem again.
Yeah, it's on you. My 14-year-old daughter talks about dinosaurs and ancient civilizations all the time. It makes me uncomfortable because she implies that our current civilization would be long gone in about 1,000 years. How do I make her stop talking like this? What the fuck do you care what happens in 1,000 years? You're going to be long gone.
Your daughter sounds awesome. They love dinosaurs.
Yeah. Lately, my 15-year-old daughter has taken a liking to her 8-month-old baby brother. She has shown an interest in taking care of him, such as changing his diaper. Is this a sign she might be pregnant?
What?
No, it's a sign she loves her brother. The fuck?
People can do nice things.
Yeah. She's pregnant. Come on. I overheard my son listening to rock and roll, so I took away his phone. Did I make the right choice?
Yes, obviously.
What year is this?
You made the wrong choice in having a kid. I got to tell you that. All right. How many more of these?
Satan is taking over our music.
All right. There's a lot more because it's like one of those that just never seems to end. So I'm just going to read one more and then we'll cut it off and go to another one.
Okay.
How do I get my 19-year-old daughter to stop sneaking out at night or when I'm at work? She claims that 7 p.m. is too early of a curfew and that she's tired and that she still has to ask permission to go out. 7 p.m.?
How about loosening the reins a little bit?
She has to be home in time for Wheel of Fortune, I guess.
And Jeopardy.
Jesus Christ, you're out of your damn mind. All right, letter grade. A plus for shittery.
B.
I give it a D simply because it broke my brain on a few of these.
D's nuts.
Yeah.
I give it an A plus just because I'm amazed that these questions exist.
I know. Okay, here's one from Cracked. 18 mic drop celeb answers to boring interview questions.
Oh, nice.
You ever watch an interview with a celebrity and they ask like the most inane shit and you're like, who comes up with this shit?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the celebrities wonder that too.
Yep.
Okay, so this one's Gordon Ramsay was asked, what's your favorite non-offensive swear word? And he says, fuck knows.
Mic drop.
Not offensive swear.
This one's from Frank Zappa. MTV asked Frank Zappa about whether the 80s rock and roll music is more formula than it was back in the day. And he says, I mean, you here on MTV should know about formula music. Come on, give me a break. I mean, let's face it, we're talking mass formulation.
Oh, that's great.
He didn't give a shit.
Nope.
Oh, I just said this one a little while ago. That Stephen Hawking was asked what his IQ was, and he said, I have no idea. People who boast about their IQs are losers.
Nice, you called it.
I just happened to mention that. Okay. Carrie Fisher was asked about the similarities between Harrison Ford and Paul Simon because she did date them both, and he said, well, they're both better after a couple of beers.
That's great. Oh, man, I love these.
Taylor Swift. At the Grammys, an interviewer suggested that Taylor Swift was going to go home with lots of men. And she said, I'm not going to go home with any men tonight. I'm going to go hang out with my friends and then go home to my cats.
No.
So she's a person.
Fair enough, yeah.
She's very sweet, too. I've met her.
Oh, that's right. You did mention she was very nice. Was that the one that you helped with the vending machine, or was that a different star?
Yeah, she was looking for a Dr. Pepper. And they didn't have any Dr. Pepper in the vending machine, so I went down to the 7-Eleven across the street.
That's right.
And bought her
She
Dr.
said,
Pepper.
"You're my best friend for today."
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so Eminem came into an interview, and they asked him, "Would you prefer being called Eminem or Marshall?" And he does a spot-on Yoda impression. Says, "Yoda, you can call me."
All right.
I mean, that's probably the first question that Eminem has been asked in every interview for the past 30 years. He's probably tired of hearing it, you know. When former Friends star Matt LeBlanc was asked if he was worth the $1 million, an episode that he once earned, he said, if you're in a position in any job, no matter what the job is, if you're in a position to get a raise and you don't get it, you're stupid.
Yeah.
I am inclined to agree.
So just keep going for it, you know?
I love this one. I've seen this one. Quentin Tarantino was asked by, who was this? Well, it doesn't say, but why the need for so much gruesome graphic violence? And he says, because it's so much fun.
I've seen that clip.
Yeah. Oh my God. So here's one for Kevin Hart, who was asked, what advice would you give to your 15-year-old self? And he said, wrong hole. Oh my.
Oh my.
Harrison Ford did a Reddit AMA. It's Ask Me Anything, and somebody asked the most boring question that could be asked: who shot first, Han Solo or Greedo? And he says, I don't know, and I don't care.
That's the right answer.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a rapper whose name is The Game, and he was asked,
I've heard of them.
yeah, what would he do if Eminem started an industry beef with him, and he just said, run? It's fair enough.
Yeah, I think he was a muscly dude, so you know.
Yeah, but like those sort of beefs are not they're not fights. They come in the form of diss tracks, and Eminem is sort of the king of diss tracks. I mean, nobody does it like him. George R.R. Martin was asked about people who was concerned that he would not finish his series because of, he's like old and fat. And he says, I find that question pretty offensive, frankly, when people start speculating about my death and my health. So fuck you to those people.
I'm more concerned that he started.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm more concerned that he might actually finish it. I don't like George R.R. Martin, but that was the proper response. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Not a fan of him, huh?
Yeah. No, he's terrible. He writes like a 13-year-old. It's
okay.
Talented.
Yeah. Joan Rivers was confronted about wearing a fur coat, and she just replied, asked the interviewer if they're wearing leather shoes, and the interviewer said yes, and then Rivers said, so shut up.
Nice.
That's a good point. So this is an interview with the Beatles. This is going way back. Somebody asked John Lennon, what kind of girls do you prefer? And he says, my wife. And then they asked George Harrison, what kind of girls do you prefer? And he says, John's wife.
Well, knowing John Lennon, the answer was horseshit.
Oh, Emma Stone was being interviewed for her role in Birdman, and the interviewer just gave her a compliment that really had nothing to do with anything. Like, "Oh, you're so beautiful," and she goes, "Thank you. That's all that matters."
Ooh, yay.
Right. Never mind that she might want to be there to talk about the movie, right?
It was a great movie.
Yeah, it was a really good movie. Okay, so this is Tom Hardy. This is a good one because he was in Mad Max Fury Road, and somebody asked him, "Did you ever think, why are all these women here? I thought this was supposed to be a man's movie." And he said, "Nope, not for 1 minute."
It's a movie. Chill.
It was also, like some people are sort of like, well, it's a feminist movie, and I'm like, okay, cool, but it was also fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just fun from beginning to end. It
might have been the most action-packed movie that I've ever seen. It didn't let up for a moment.
We should watch
it. Yeah, we should. Jerry Seinfeld was asked, if you weren't doing comedy, what would you want to do? And he said, die.
Yeah.
What is the deal with life?
Who are these people that go on living? All right. And finally, this is Rihanna, who was asked what she looks for in a man. And she said, I'm not looking for a man. Let's start there. Fair enough.
Sure.
I would just be like, so what are you looking for in a woman then?
Yeah.
If that's what
or
you're
into.
I mean, like I said, she probably would prefer to have been talking about her music in that instance.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Out of 18, pretty good shit. I'm gonna give it a 17.
It's 16.
17 here.
Sweet 16.
Ooh, that would be sweet. Okay, let me do like one more, and then I'm going to head over to the List Critics channel. Let's see. Okay, so this is from... More. Yeah, you can do one. This is from Moneywise. It's astonishingly dumb things people have actually said.
From Moneywise, okay.
I don't know. Oh, you know what? Maybe I won't do this one, because this one seems excessively wordy.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Nah, let's not do that one then. Okay, what is this, another celebrity interview one? Oh, that's not going to work. That was just something I wanted to read later. I'm just trying to get rid of some of these tabs. There are so many,
Yeah.
And like I said, only about half of them have the word tits on them, so...
Any lists with tits?
I mean... Probably.
And now here's your top 10 tits for 2023.
The left one, the right one, the other one, yeah. Okay. Oh, this one looks fun.
Got a nipple hut.
Nipple hut? That's next to the boob barn. 25. It's kind of weak, yeah. 25 internet liars who wish they could take it all back.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So this person posted a picture that says, for the first time in years, the animal shelter has adopted out all 70 dogs and the kennels are empty. It shows empty kennels, right? And then here comes the reply, hey, that's not what happened. The woman in the middle is our director, Ashley. The dogs are transported to Northern Rescue Group. Southern Paws Incorporated was down in L.A. for disaster relief for Hurricane Laura. There were 54 dogs. So wrong on every count, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. This person posts a picture of a car accident, and it says, so close to being dead. Don't text and drive. And then somebody says, shame on you, OP, for lying. This crash happened not because of texting and driving, but it was due to brake failure. By the way, the driver is safe, and he only sustained a minor injury.
Wildly different.
Still don't text and drive, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, still a good...
Here's everybody's favorite dumbass from the internet, our friend Nick Adams.
Oh, no.
I know, this guy. I still can't figure out if this guy is for real or not.
I think he started out for real, but now he's just bullshit.
You think he's satire, or do you think he's... I
think he started out as real, but now he's just a grifter.
I mean, the guy puts alpha male in parentheses next to his name. I mean...
That's gross.
This guy is so funny, though. This is what he wrote. Just boarded a flight. I got to my seat and spread my legs wide, as I always do. I was immediately confronted by a wife and her husband in my row, accusing me of manspreading and being inconsiderate. As an alpha male, I had no intention of apologizing or adjusting, so I reclined my seat all the way back and told them, respectfully, get bent. A man's comfort is of paramount importance.
Is this like a parody account?
It has to be. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, I'll take shit that never happened for 500, you know? Like, that didn't happen. Come on.
I mean, if the dude was there in my row on the plane trying to do that
Yeah.
shit, he would be punched in the fucking taint.
Look, I'm going to be real with you. I'm not convinced that there really even is a guy named Nick Adams. You know
Like,
what I mean?
What if the next sentence was like, and then all the men on the plane
Yeah,
clapped?
everybody clapped, yeah. Okay. So this person posted a picture that it's the cat. It's a bunch of red-headed children on a beach with horses, and it says "The Beauty of Ireland," and then the reply: "These kids are Dutch, and this was shot for Vogue." Blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Wing and a miss.
Yeah. This says Brie Larson, noted Disney Channel movie star, can't get a free Disney Plus subscription. And her quote is, "I've got multiple pieces of art on your streaming service." And then this says, "I feel the context of this kind of matters. She said it on Ellen in a joking around conversation with her. She didn't seem serious." Fair enough.
Yeah, not everything people say.
Is real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
someone said
Yeah.
no damn reason.
You know, sometimes people say things that aren't true for the effect of comedy.
In a mocking tone.
Listen to this. So this idiot, he's one of those like maniacs that is telling people to aerosolize hydrogen peroxide and breathe it.
Oh, gee.
Nebulized hydrogen peroxide therapy is an inexpensive and simple way to treat most viral respiratory illnesses. All you need is a nebulizer with a face mask that covers your mouth and nose, and common household hydrogen peroxide available at most grocery stores and pharmacies. Somebody says, "I will report you for endangering public health. H2O2 vapor will destroy lung tissue." Yeah, you will die if you do that.
Yeah.
How to die in 2 minutes? Less than that.
And it will hurt the entire time.
Yes,
Yeah.
it'd be like you're on the surface of Mars, except you wouldn't look like Arnold with the eyes popping out. and
Uh-huh.
everything.
Yeah. So some schmuck posts a picture of those those King's Hawaiian rolls, and it says, "How old were you when you found out you had to bake these?"
No.
You don't have to bake them.
Yeah,
I
you-
need
what?
some.
And then they got a reply from none other than Chrissy Teigen, who says, "Not true, and the photo on the right has been pulled from another recipe. How dare you?" And then their next reply is from King's Hawaiian, who says, "Thank you for clearing this up. We've been answering questions all morning. Hopefully they listen to you." Well, I mean, she is like the queen of Twitter, so.
But the reason they taste the way they do is because they put powder in them.
Is
And
that
the
what it is?
Rotel.
I don't really like them that much, to be honest. Now, maybe that's why. They're too sweet.
They're good at like something to contrast it with.
Okay, so listen to
Put
this.
some roast beef on. Put some roast beef in between them though, and they
Well,
taste
that,
really
I mean, there you go.
and some Dijon mustard.
Well, now you're talking my language.
Now you're an elitist.
All right, so listen to this asshole. He writes, "Your Netflix binge watching makes climate change worse, says experts. The emissions generated by watching 30 minutes of Netflix is the same as driving almost 4 miles." That's just unbelievable on its face, but somebody else did the science. A server hour can cost less than 1 cent, all included. Netflix can probably serve multiple customers at 1 cent per hour, even if that cost is energy bills. If not, there's real estate capital costs and markup included. That's around 0.1 kilowatts. 4 miles at 0.41 kilograms per mile is 1.6 kilograms of CO2. It goes on and on, science, science, science. So watching an hour-long Netflix movie emits at least 36 times less CO2 than driving 4 miles. It emits maybe as much CO2 as driving 150 meters.
Owned.
Wrecked. By science, bitch.
Science, bitch.
Yeah. So
Science
this
destroys with full logic.
Yeah. So this person posts like a comparison picture of rural China and rural America. I don't think they know what rural means because it's not rural what they posted for America, and somebody points that out. Rural America is a truck stop by a major highway.
Wait, what?
That's what the picture is, you know.
I was hoping it was like the New York City skyline or something.
That
like
would be even funnier. So here's somebody named Sharon Weinberger who wrote, I was once invited to visit SpaceX's facility on Kwajalein. Following interviews, I was told Elon Musk had to review all articles prior to publication. I explained journalism doesn't work that way. His current tweets come as no surprise. So then a reply from Elon Musk says, wow, you're ignorant. Don't remember you, but disclosing classified U.S. missile technology to hostile nations would violate ITAR law and land you in jail. What is he talking about?
Wait, what?
He doesn't make missiles. I didn't review it, but my team did. Obviously, nobody cared about what your article said. Please. Wait, who am I supposed to be rooting here for? The asshole or the shithead?
I don't know. It's a big douche and a turd sandwich.
My landlord wants to play, but he picked the wrong tenant. And I don't know what the argument is about, but you can see the text snippet of the landlord screaming, "It is your responsibility," in caps. And like, actually, under New York City's Housing Maintenance Code, Subchapter 2, Article 4, the landlord is legally obligated to eradicate bed bugs. Good luck on that.
Yeah, those things are fun to get rid of.
Let's see. Marquis Brownlee writes, there's a gaming chair company called IT, or ITEY. They Photoshop a photo of me sitting in something video and used it in an ad for years. Never seen that chair in my life. I don't care if the chair is great. This is trashy. Don't buy their stupid chair. And he posts the original picture of him sitting in a perfectly normal office chair, and then they actually Photoshopped their chair into the picture.
Oh, yummy.
Damn. So, this person posts a picture of their dog sitting there, and there's like a cushion from the couch that's been ripped up, and there's like the stuffing everywhere. And the caption says, "Believe me, it was not my fault." And then a comment says, "I believe it. When a dog destroys a cushion, they don't use the zipper."
Oh no!
Yeah, the person clearly opened the zipper and then threw the stuff everywhere. So.
Wow,
yeah.
Staged.
Yeah, mega staged.
Bad human.
Oh, here's Ricky Gervais. Oh, okay. So Ricky Gervais is replying to Mirror Celeb, who said, Caitlyn Jenner shuts Ricky Gervais down in tense run-in after his gags about her. And then he wrote, this is absolutely false. She was lovely and gracious. She said she loved my Golden Globes monologue and said I loved her stint in I'm a Celebrity, and that was it. No snubbing, no awkwardness, no rudeness. And then he tagged Caitlyn Jenner. I mean, I'm glad that there was no that this was bullshit, but also I kind of dislike both of them. So
yeah, they're both terrible.
It doesn't it makes perfect sense that they get along well. They're both shitheads. Oh, I love this one. So this is an article posted on Rotten Tomatoes. It says, John Carpenter would have been 70 years old today. We celebrate his birthday by looking back at his 5 favorite films. And then a post from John Carpenter says, to Rotten Tomatoes, despite how it appears, I'm not dead.
Not dead.
I'm not dead.
There's a recent article on him is saying, I'd rather just be playing video games.
Mood. Okay. Let's see.
What else you got?
Yeah, I think that was it.
Oh.
Okay. So out of 25, 20?
I'd say 18.
I don't know if that was actually 25. They weren't numbered. I'm going by what it said at the top of the thing.
Well, 20 feels about right for me.
Oh, 19.
Okay. So let's head over to the list critics listicles here that were posted. Let me just scroll up a bit. Okay, so we have one here from Bort. Let's see. What does Bort want? Let's see. Oh, hey, Ross. I'm sorry, I didn't see you there.
We need more Bort license plates.
Yeah, and that's what Ross said is absolutely true. Not only is John Carpenter still making movies, he's still making music as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Bort has sent me this list of the 6 longest speedrun records. So usually a speedrun is trying to get through something as quickly as possible. But some games are just that fucking long.
Maybe if it's like 100% thing or something like that.
Yeah. So I want you guys to try to throw out two guesses. First guess, how long do you think the longest speed run will be?
Like over 200 hours.
200 hours? What do you think?
I would say. Oh, go ahead, Jesse.
I'm gonna guess a year and a half.
Year and a half? Okay. That's not going to be that long. Come on now. Who's going to sit there
But,
a year and a
hey.
half unbroken? And
I'm
you
gonna
never
go
know.
with 7 hours.
well, I know there's games that are speedrun records are longer than 7 hours. Okay, and what do you think is an example of one game that would have a very long speedrun of any category that might be?
Dragon Quest 7.
That
Just
is
them
a-
Digimon games.
Oh, the Digimon games. Yeah, Jesse?
Oh God. Fucking World of Warcraft. I don't know, man.
I mean, can you even speedrun that? I'm sure there is something that you could speedrun in that, right? Okay, so I don't know if these are any particular order, but the first one is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 100% category, which the current world record is 16 hours, 36 minutes, 45 seconds.
Yeah.
So that's
Long game.
fairly long for a speed run.
There's a lot of things to do.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of a lot of things to do, another Zelda game made the list for the new game segmented 100% for Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition.
Okay, that makes sense.
The record is held by Even M. Robb, and it is 288 hours, 28 minutes, and 17 seconds.
Like, how do you you gotta go away from your system?
Segment.
Well, it's segmented, so they would do,
Yeah.
each level is recorded separately.
Damn.
So they do get time to eat and shit. Okay, so the next one is the 100% category for Baten Kaitos Eternal Wings in the Lost Ocean, held by Beffen, and it is 338 hours, 43 minutes, and 26 seconds long.
I have played this game, and it is a fun game, but I haven't done that much.
I mean, how much content? Wow. For
A lot of
100
cards.
It's a long game.
Damn.
A lot of cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spider Rite of the Shrouded Moon is a game I've never heard of in my life.
Never heard of that either.
But the category is 100% with no time manipulation. The record is held by Snowfats, and it is 528 hours, 9 minutes, and 47 seconds long.
I mean, it's already got a strike against it for having Spider in the title.
That is true. For you, at least.
Yeah.
We'll have Rugrats in Paris.
Rugrats in Paris, very easy. Gran Turismo 4 is 100% no B-spec category. The record is held by several people, actually, who have all tied at 230 hours, 35 minutes, and 51 seconds. That's a lot of vroom. Are you ready for the longest one? Because they did say that wasn't in any particular order, but they did save the longest one for last.
Oh, baby.
The game is called Old School RuneScape,
Oh, God.
and the category is Normal Iron Man, Ultimate Iron Man, Hardcore Iron Man, and 2277 total level. So there's several categories. So the normal speedrun record goes to 2,156 hours. The 2277 total level record goes to 2,863 hours. The Iron Man record is 3,522 hours. And the Ultimate Iron Man is 5,954 hours.
Man, I get bored.
Yeah. And by the way,
super bored.
that is over 200 days.
Wow.
Most of the year.
Yeah. That's ridiculous for a speedrun. What would a casual playthrough be?
Oh my God.
It's just a mouse.
Where you're not in a hurry, right?
You know, it'd be interesting to see what the shortest speedruns are.
There's a game on the Sega Genesis. I forget what it's King something or other. It's a strategy game with a lot of randomization. So basically, you win upon finding this certain object, and you're supposed to go through all these hoops to find it, right? But if you manipulate it correctly, it could be right where you start. So the longest speedrun record is 1 second.
No,
Wow.
there's this clue game. Do it under a second if you have the right timing.
There is also a 0-second speedrun
What?
for a Barney game. It was submitted as a joke, but basically the way that tool-assisted speedruns work is that the speedrun officially ends when there are no more controller inputs, right? But this Barney game will literally play
you
itself.
did that one.
It will literally play itself. If you don't touch the controller, Barney will walk around and collect things, and he will beat the game on his own. So basically, it was a no input speedrun.
Oh, clever.
You did that one time as a YouTube video.
Yeah, I was amazing because I stopped moving for a second, then he started walking around. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, and it was King's Bounty, says Moogle.
King's Bounty sounds correct. Well, I have a list from Alice.
Hey, all right.
Alice's top 8 season 2 episodes of The Simpsons.
Oh, okay. Well,
so since Alice is actually here, they might be able to give a little short insight for each one. So number 8 is Dead Putting Society.
I think it's a really funny episode, and especially the ending with Flanders and Homer mowing the lawns.
Could you instead of just saying what you thought of it, though, could you give like maybe one quick gag from it so that we can remember?
It's the one where the Bart and Rod were competing against each other for the putting.
Yeah, the mini golf, right?
Yeah.
and they end in a tie.
Yeah. Number 7 is Treehouse of Horror 1. Was that the one with the shinning?
Oh,
No,
God,
that's
no.
two.
No,
That's
that's the one
two.
with the raven.
Oh my God, that
Yeah,
reading
And
it.
the first time they get captured by Kang and Kodos.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yes. How to cook for 40 humans.
Yes.
Number 6 is Bart gets hit by a car.
Yeah.
Good title.
It was a weird one because I remember the title of the episode was on the episode. It was the only time they ever did that. Very strange. Number 5 is 2 cars in every garage and 3 eyes on every fish.
That's where Burns was the governor.
I'm a Bailey booster. Number 4 is Itchy and Scratchy and Marge. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Marge has to ruin the cartoons for everyone.
Yeah, but then you get some interesting ones in replacement.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Worker and Parasite. The hell was that? Number 3 is Bart versus Thanksgiving. Okay, I'm not remembering that one.
It's
So.
where he destroys Lisa's centerpiece.
Yep.
Oh, that's right, the cornucopia thing. Okay.
That she worked so hard on.
Yeah. Does cornucopia mean butthole? Yes, it does. Number 2 is Simpson and Delilah. I believe that's the one with Carl.
Correct.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Simpson. I'm your new secretary. My name is Carl.
We don't
Like
belong
that is a cigarette smoking voice if I've heard one.
Well, it was Harvey Firestein.
Yeah.
And number 1, Lisa's Substitute. That was Dustin
Oh
Hoffman.
yeah, Mr. Nerdstrom.
Mr. Nerdstrom. He was like, I've heard it all. Mr. Boogerstrom, Mr. Nerdstrom. I mean, I can't argue with it. I can't think of any specific episodes from season 2 that you've particularly left out, so I would give you an 8.
Yeah, A for Afert.
8 for 8 for Great Bait 8, mate. I rated 8 out of 8.
Yeah, I'd give you a solid 8 on that one. I mean, I don't really watch season 2 all that much.
But you remember these episodes. I mean, these are
Oh
classics.
yeah, easily.
Okay, so Manic has been talking about doing this for a while, but it has finally been done. Manic's ultimate final rating of all the Halloween films.
Oh boy.
So there's 13 of them, and his pick for the very worst one is Halloween Ends, which I have not seen.
Me neither.
But I strongly disliked the previous one, Halloween Kills.
Killed, yeah.
It was pretty bad. So it was one of those movies that when I saw it, I was like, that was kind of mid, it was all right. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, no, that movie fucking sucked.
I haven't seen Kills or Ends.
So
I'm a little in the dark on those.
The one that came out in I think 2018, it was just called Halloween. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I liked it.
If you saw it, That's all you need to see. Don't worry about the sequels. The sequels are bad.
Okay, saving me some time.
Number 12 is the Rob Zombie Halloween.
Oh yeah.
I take exception to this not because I think this is a good film, but because the sequel is worse.
Oh, I had a great time watching the sequel. I mean, for unintentional reasons.
Oh yeah, I mean it is just it sort of celebrates its own shittiness, doesn't it? Halloween 2.
It's whack, but in a
Yeah.
way that I was riffing on it.
Yeah, there you go.
They made Michael Myers talk.
Yep.
I mean, one line is like, die!
Yeah, die. yeah. Number 11 is the Halloween 2018 sequel. So I thought that one was really good. Apparently Manic didn't feel that way. I enjoyed it. Number 10 is the Rob Zombie Halloween 2.
I would have put it higher, honestly.
You would have. I would have put it pretty close to the bottom.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Number 9 is Halloween Resurrection, which I actually wonder if they were being serious with that or not.
That was the one after H2O?
Yeah, it was the one where Michael Myers gets his ass kicked by Busta Rhymes.
That part was kind of cool.
I mean, it was funny.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if they were going for funny or not. Number 8 is Halloween H20, which is just boring.
That was terrible.
Nothing was
That's a good way of putting it. It's just boring.
Nothing really. It didn't do it for me. I thought it was cute that Janet Leigh was in it, though, but
Yeah.
that's about it. Number 7 is Halloween Kills. Like I said, I didn't really like it. It's
No idea.
bad. It's you know what it is? It's cheesy.
Oh.
It's
Especially after that
really, really cheesy.
I do like cheese.
Yeah, but this
Like a
no. If you want cheese, watch Halloween 5.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
This is just like it's narmy. You know, it's just
Especially after watching 2018.
yeah. Speaking of which, number 6 is Halloween 5: The Revenge of Michael Myers. I think from this point forward, they're kind of all good, right?
Yeah.
Halloween 5 is cheesy, but it's good cheesy fun. Number 5 is Part 4: Return of Michael Myers. Also
I always
cheesy.
I always go back to the very end where he's going.
You know what's interesting about what always distracts me about Part 4 is why is like Michael's hair so perfect in it?
You gotta do stylist.
Yeah, like what shouldn't he be a little wilder looking than that? I'm just saying.
Came off a photo shoot, you know?
Yeah. Number 4 is Halloween 6: The Curse of Michael Myers, which I guess this really depends on which version you watched.
I'm trying to remember which one it was. Yeah. I don't know.
It was the one with where it explained all about the Thorn cult, and it was Donald Pleasance's last role. And there's sort of there's a producer's cut and a director's cut. You want the producer's cut.
Okay.
The director's cut is garbage. Number 3 is Halloween 2, the original Halloween 2. You know, I never really liked the twist that he was Laurie's brother. I think it colored it too much going on from there. And
my reaction was just like, oh, okay, anyway.
That's why I liked Halloween 2018, because they was like, no, that was just a rumor, you know? But good movie, though. Number 2, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, has nothing to do with Michael Myers. As a matter of fact,
my favorite one.
There's a scene where they watch Halloween on a television, the first one. It's a really cool movie, though.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Cheesy in a good way.
Yes.
And number 1 is obviously the original Halloween.
Yeah, makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, out of 18, I would shuffle a few things around, but pretty much I essentially agree with the gist of it. I will give you a 13 out of 13, I'll give you a 10.
I'd say a 9.
Yeah,
I'll go
with a 9.
Yeah, I'm going 9 as well. I'm very thankful that Halloween 3 was placed near the top.
I mean, it is good. I think a lot of people don't appreciate it.
You watch a child die for bugs for a head.
I mean, it's weird because it's like people are just like, oh, because it's different, but that has nothing to do with whether it's good or not, you know?
Yeah.
He also ranked the Hellraiser films, which I didn't know they made 11 of these.
Some of them were other movies that they shoehorned Pinhead into.
That's what I heard. I know that there was one that they had that, you know, because the tagline was in every Hellraiser movie, "From the mind of Clive Barker," and he posted something on Twitter saying, "This isn't from my mind. It's not even from my butthole."
Awesome.
I'm not sure which one it was though, but I'm just gonna go through this rather quickly because I have not seen most of these, and I don't think you guys have seen most of these either.
I've seen many. I don't think I've seen the latest one. That's it.
So I didn't know there was 11 of the motherfuckers, but
Yeah.
Number 11 is Hellraiser Judgment. Number 10 is Hellraiser Hellworld.
That is like an all digital online world.
Oh no. Number 9 is Hellraiser Deader. I guess deader than dead. I don't know. Number 8 is Hellraiser Revelations. I feel like that might have been the one that wasn't from his butthole. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, just a lot of these like subtitles are typical Revelation, and
exactly,
Revenge. And stuff like
well, I mean, the next one's Inferno, Hellraiser Inferno, and number 6 is Hellraiser Hellseeker.
I can't remember which one that is.
Number 5 is Hellraiser 3: Hell on Earth. That's weird.
I like it.
I've heard the word hell so many times, it's lost all its meaning, but I keep thinking back to South Park's first movie where they wanted to call it All Hell Breaks Loose, and they were told that you can't use the word hell in the title because it has to be G-rated in the title, and I'm thinking, what? How come they could use these then, right?
Bigger, longer, and uncut.
Yeah,
I mean, that's name.
A dick joke, yeah. Number 4 is Hellraiser Bloodline. Apparently, you're in for a treat when you eat dinner, Jesse. Just letting you know.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be meatloaf and scalloped potatoes.
I love meatloaf. Number 3 is the Hellraiser 2022 version. I don't know if it's a remake or sequel or what.
It's a reboot.
Yeah.
Soft reboot.
Number 2 is Hellraiser 2 Hellbound, and number 1's the original Hellraiser.
You can't beat it.
Or as you say, the one of these that's actually a good movie.
We will tear your soul apart.
Yeah.
You open the box.
You fucking moron.
And came all over your face. Out of 11, I don't fucking know 11.
Oh,
you can take all the points, right? Take all the points. I don't care.
I'll give it a 9 again.
And because Manic is insane, or I should say Taco, because that's his name in the chat.
I thought Wayne was the insane one.
Yes, that is true. But because Taco is not sane, he also ranked the Leprechaun films.
Oh, God.
The Leprechaun.
There are 8 of these. Did you know there are 8?
Yep.
I only knew about 6.
They're pretty good.
So number 8 is Leprechaun Origins.
I think that might be the latest one.
Yeah. Number 7 is Leprechaun Returns.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6 is Leprechaun Back to the Hood.
The Hood movies, so
good.
good.
I love the way that James Rolfe described it. He went to space and then the Hood twice.
Yeah.
Number 5 is Leprechaun 4 in Space.
In space?
Number 4 is Leprechaun 3. Number 3 is Leprechaun 2. Number 2 is Leprechaun in the Hood.
Heck yeah.
And number 1 is the original Leprechaun.
Yeah, with Rachel from Friends.
Was she in that?
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston?
Yep.
Aren't you thinking of... Oh, wait, no. What was the famous actress that was in like a really bad Texas Chainsaw sequel? It wasn't her, but it was like... You know, somebody of that caliber that became really famous later on. And Matthew McConaughey was in it as well. It might have been Renee Zellweger, now that I think of it. Okay, Moogle sent me the 12... This is from thegamer.com.
Yeah, it was Zellweger.
Oh, there we go. The 12 best party members in RPGs.
Oh, it's like specific or like classes?
No, they're specific people, I believe. Yes.
Oh.
Now, I don't know what the criteria here is, whether we're going merely by how useful they are or whether we're taking personality or design into account. But according to the gamer, this is the 12 best party members.
We're going wild, folks.
Number 12 being Varric Tethris from Dragon Age 2, which I haven't actually played Dragon Age 2. I do own a copy, haven't gotten to it.
Oh.
Just kind of keep playing the first game over and over again. Number 11 is Frog from Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger's a fantastic game. Are we picking Frog as the best character?
A very noble frog.
Yeah.
Maybe the most noble frog.
Frog is a weird choice.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, Magus or Ayla.
Ayla's who I would pick because she just cracks me up. Yeah. Number 10 is Mordin Solus from Mass Effect. I don't really know much about Mass Effect. I do have the games, but I haven't really ever cracked them open. Number 9 is Yuna from Final Fantasy X.
Don't know about that one. She's kind of a milquetoast wet blanket, honestly.
She's good.
No Auron.
She's good in battle, but
right?
Auron is clearly the best.
Or she's way better in the sequel, actually.
That's true. Number 9 is 9S from Nier Automata.
Oh yeah, that's a fair one.
Yeah, good. Number 7 is HK-47 from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. If you could have an angry droid, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why not? Sassy droid.
Yeah. Number 6 is Minsk from the Baldur's Gate series.
I don't know this series.
Yeah, I'm not like...
Yes, Minsk who talks like this all the time.
He's the guy with the dog or the hamster or whatever the hell that thing is.
Yes.
Dog hamster.
Yeah. Number 5 is, oh my god, so Tifa. Are we agreeing with Tifa? From Final Fantasy VII?
Nah.
Is she your favorite character from Final Fantasy VII?
Why, she punches stuff?
I don't know. I'm kind of a Yuffie fan, so...
Oh yeah, she's silly.
Aerith.
I like Aerith is better. Sid is better.
I mean, I could go on and on about that game.
Yeah,
in fact,
I know.
there's a video where I do go on and on about.
Among other things. Number 4 is Cosmos from Xenosaga. Now, having played through this game recently, it is not a bad game. Like, because Xenogears was pretty fucking bad. I'm sorry, but it was. I haven't changed my mind on that after playing it again. As a matter of fact, I hate it more now.
Yay.
Xenosaga is better, but it is kind of a slog. And Robot Girl does make it go a little better.
Beep boop.
Well, she just rips shit apart pretty quickly in battle.
Oh,
so,
nice. Does she go beep boop?
No, she does not go beep boop.
Oh.
Number 3 is Garrus Valkyrian from the Mass Effect series, which I really don't know the Mass Effect.
Sure, why not?
Well. Number 2 is Kreia from Knights of the Old Republic 2. And
I never played that one.
Oh my god, this is where they went with it, really? Okay. Their number 1 pick for the best party member in an RPG ever is Aerith Gainsborough from Final Fantasy VII.
She dies like halfway. Sorry, spoilers. Dies halfway through.
To be fair, they're going by the remake in which she has not yet died.
Bruh, don't even Moogle.
At the same time, like, no. Aerith, really? I mean, I'm just saying that Sylvando from Dragon Quest XI has been disrespected.
Sylvando. You could even go as
Sylvando
far as,
should be number 1, 2, and 3.
It could be Yangus or Jessica or Angelo.
I mean, like I said, if we were going to pick one character from Dragon Quest, it's Sylvando, right?
Sylvando,
Easily. You know how many people came in through both of my playthroughs of Dragon Quest XI on Twitch and said, upon seeing Sylvando and hearing him talk, they were prepared to absolutely hate this character. And then within 5 minutes, they were like, no, I love him. He's my boyfriend now.
That's cute.
So,
where's Terra? I mean, she's all right, but she just kind of helps move the plot along, I find, in Final Fantasy VI.
The problem is that there's a weird sort of thing where you're like, well, what is a party member and what is a main character, and how does that apply to Final Fantasy VI when there are basically 4 main characters?
it starts with one character, but it branches out to everybody.
Does it start with one character, or does it start with Terra and Locke?
Yeah.
You know what
You
I
know
mean?
what?
By
You
the
know
time
what?
she
Yeah.
gets out of that robot, Locke's with her. And then you would argue that Celis is the actual main character and that Edgar is there as well. So it's kind of,
Really, everybody attaches themselves to one or two
I
characters.
always viewed Celis as the main character.
Yeah, I agree with that. Celis or Edgar are the main
But if I was going to
one.
pick a character to be on this list from Final Fantasy VI, and I know that,
Of course, Moogle,
looking
of course.
for Mog, but no, not Mog. Shadow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
His backstory is the best.
He does come and go, though.
Yeah, but he's one of the best characters in battle, and his backstory is amazing.
Yeah, just throw everything with him.
But yeah, the disrespect for Sylvando will not stand 1 out of 7. Or out of 12.
Whoa.
Rather. Sorry. You cannot disrespect. You cannot disrespect Sylvando like that.
So, what's this out of?
12. I'm choking on water here. All right, 12.
I'm gonna go like 5.
Pretty mid.
6.
Pretty mid.
2 out of 12.
Yeah. Also, I just gotta say, it kind of stuck to the same sort of like 4 games a little too much, don't you think?
I mean, it's just more like their personal favorites rather than trying to do the best.
Yeah, but if you're gonna give me your personal favorites, play more than 5 games. Yeah, but if they're gonna do that, that's fine. But play more than 5 games.
I was saying, so I thought they only played 5 games.
Okay, so also from thegamer.com, because we haven't had enough of them apparently. We got to stop after this one, by the way, because they're going to do the Cartoon Club. Well, actually, wait, Alice, are you going to the Cartoon Club?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to stop right after this one. The 8 best and 7 worst Mario games.
Best and worst. Okay.
Yeah. So it's 15, and each one is labeled either best or worst. So 15 for best, New Super Mario Brothers U. Pretty much the zenith of the New Super Mario Brothers series. Agree.
I agree.
Yeah. Number 14, worst, Yoshi's Story. I guess we're stretching it to include a game that Mario's not in.
Yeah, but like it's a fun game. It's just not hard.
It's not a good game. It's really only got about 15 minutes of content.
Maybe I need to play it again.
There's not a lot going on there. Number 13 for best, the original Super Mario Brothers. Number 12 for worst, the version of Mario Brothers for Atari 2600. Oof.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to play that for a little while when I had an Atari 2600.
Not a good version.
Boy.
Number 11 for best is Super Mario 3D Land. I had a blast with 3D Land.
That is a great game.
That is a good one.
Number 10 for worst is Mario's Early Years Preschool Fun.
There's a couple of those.
Yeah.
It's an educational game, so I mean, I wouldn't.
I kind of think that. I kind of think that you shouldn't count crap like that. Number 9 for best is Super Mario Galaxy 2. Loved it.
Yeah.
Yep. Wonderful.
Number 8 for worst, Hotel Mario. Where all toasters toast. No. Terrible game. Number 7 for best, Super Mario Brothers 3. Pretty immaculate. Can't go wrong there.
Yeah.
Number 6 for worst, Mario is Missing. It did give us the Ouija meme, at least.
Yeah. But otherwise, it's just blah, boring.
Yeah. Number 5 for best. You just played this on Switch the other day, Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic. Love it.
It's a fun game. Number 4 for worst, Mario's Time Machine.
Just Mario is missing, reskinned.
Pretty much. Number 3 for best, Super Mario 64. Can't go wrong there. Number 2 for worst, Mario Teaches Typing.
It's got Charles Martinet in it, doesn't it?
I don't know.
That's the first one with Martin.
Oh, is it? Okay. And number 1 for best, Super Mario Sunshine. Now, I like it, but this was a spot that Odyssey could have been in.
Yes, agreed.
You know?
Yeah, you're missing Odyssey, and I mean.
Well, maybe you know what? Hold on. This came out in 2017, so.
Okay.
We'll
well, what about World? There was no World.
Super Mario
World 2.
Super Mario World. I mean, there's only so many spots. And there's a lot of Mario games.
Yeah.
There's a couple.
There's a couple. All right. Out of 15, I'm going to give it a 12. Please rank it quickly because we do have to end for the
10.
club. Okay.
10.
So guys,
10 out of 15.
I'm not going to go through the whole spiel of each screen, but just to let you know, tomorrow is Emerald Dragon. Friday, Final Fantasy 3. Saturday, Xenoblade. Sunday, we got more Castlevania games. Monday, fighting games. Street Fighter Alpha 2 and all that junk. Tuesday, we'll be doing Astalon, Tears of the Earth, great game. And Wednesday will be Pokemon. So let's raid somebody real quick. Who am I going to raid? I'm going to raid Riff Arcade, who I really don't know him that well, but he raided me the last Thursday and seemed like a decent guy. He's playing Home Buddy. Don't know what that is, but we're going to raid him.
Home Buddy.
Really quick.
Buddy. I'm not your buddy, buddy. I'm not your guy.
I'm not your friend, buddy. I'm just do a real quick oof raid, oof. With Gibbs, you know, I'm not going to go. I can't come up with shit right now. Alright guys, there's your raid call. Copy that, paste it as we head into Riff Arcade streams. Like I said, he raided me last Thursday, and he seemed like a really cool guy. So we're going to raid him. I'll see you guys over there. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Emerald Dragon, which is a lot of fun, by the way. And just around in general, away we go.